Hi, this is Vema Reddy. In the last video, we have seen like how Salesforce event will be publishing and subscribing to Boomi, the demo we have seen. Now, in this video, we will see all this, these things that we explained in the previous video, step by step, how we are going to do it. So, in case if you have not watched the previous video, I'll just give a link in the video link, and you'll be able to watch the previous one. Okay, so I'm just going to go to step by step. So what was the first step we did? We created a custom event. Where do you go and create the custom event? Log into your Salesforce account. Okay, log into your Salesforce account. Once you are logged into Salesforce account, you just click on setup, go to service setup. Sorry, I did not share my screen. It's not bad. Okay. So I'm just going to repeat what I have. So in the last video, we have seen how we can integrate the Salesforce with Boomi using a platform events. We already seen a demo. In this video, I'm going to walk you through like step by step how this setup can be done. Okay, so first we'll see the first step is creating the case event. How you can see the case event? You navigate to the Boom or Salesforce account. One, if you don't have, you can create a trial account, but I advise you to create a developer trialing account, not the trial account, because trial account valid for 30 days. You can go for Salesforce developer trial account. Once you log in, you just click on setup. Once you go to setup, you will be landing into this page here, the setup page. So here you search for platform event. Search for platform. Search for setup, service setup. Okay, because it I was an object manager. Now go to okay, just search for see that option. One second. Let me just go to platform events. So somehow I am not able to see service setup. Let me click on setup one more time. Should be able to see that platform. Oh yeah, I don't know like why it was not visible. Okay, once you go to platform event under integrations, just click on this platform event. Once you click on platform event, you will be able to see the option new platform event. Okay. Once you click on new platform event, you give whatever the name you want. Give whatever the name you want. You will not be able to define any fields, but you can tell when you want to publish an event. So you can just give the case events Same as a case event, it automatically puts ask for plural name case events, and then it automatically generates the API name, and then you just put whatever description you want, what is the purpose of this event, and you can select any one of them, publish after commit, and then click on deploy, click on save, and then it will be deployed. This object is gets created. Now once you come back to this page, if you want to add a new fields, you just click on this page and you will see an options called new. Once you click on new, you can add a new columns and select the type of the column and then click on next, and it asks you to give the field name and field length, all these options it will ask you. Once you click on save, it will be new field will be gets created. So similarly, I created a field called case ID. If you see this case ID, I created, if you see this case ID value, label, name I given, and length also I given around 50 or 70 something. And then I just click on, I can see length is given as 70 and then click on. So with this thing is, we have completed the first step, that is case event is gets created. Okay, the next thing what I wanted to show you is, this is the event I want to show you. I want to create a record trigger flow. So how you can do this thing is, you just go to again setup and then search for flow. So in the previous versions of the Salesforce, I think as for documentation, I got to know workflow actions have been used to trigger this kind of event. Now this workflow rules has been migrated completely, expecting to use flow completely. I don't know like why it is not came, but I'll go to the same where I have flow. Okay, you can see login flows, not this one. I'll be able to create here. Let me click on flow. Similarly, you can see flows. Once you click on flows, you can create a new flow. Okay, when you click on a new flow, you can just click on start from scratch, click on next. We have a multiple options like how you want the flow to be triggered. And then one of the option what I selected is record trigger flow, because this is the option. It triggers when an event is created, updated or deleted. So it automatically runs in background. You can see if you want to show some screen and take them input and then want to trigger, you can do this one like different schedule, platform events, like different things is there. I selected this option to create it. As soon as I create this option, sorry, I should have changed this to screen flow change. Let me see if I can able to, let me go to here. Let me create new flow. Click on start from scratch. Click on next, record trigger flow. Need to select record trigger flow. And then you select the object wave, what you want. Because I created a case event here. Okay. So I selected, no. So this is not a case event. Like on what object you want trigger. For example, now I want to trigger this flow when the case object is actioned. I selected this option as a record created or updated. And if you want put, you can put some conditions also, because when you put some conditions, you can be able to select on the case related object. All the case related fields will be shown here, because in my case, I did not selected anything. I just clicked on save. After save, I just added here. You can see you can do many actions here. You can update a trigger record, like related records. So you can send an email alert, action, subflow, but lot many things you can do. You can do transform looping. A lot of things are there. It's kind of typical integration. I selected one of the record called create record. In this create record, I given label and then I selected this how to set field values. I don't want to set any from variable. I want to set manually. You can see when I select manually, you get an option, select an object and configure the record values manually. So I selected this one. I selected the event because I want to create an event that is called case event. So you need to select this as case event. And then it asks you to it list all the custom fields, not the user defined fields, because standard fields are automatically set up done by the platform, the value setting. So you can set up the values here, and then we'll be able to see again case, because that we are the first we select object is case, we'll be able to see all the values inside this. So one of the object what I feel I selected is case ID or contact ID. Somewhere you'll see case ID also there. I selected the case ID. You'll find somewhere here. You can see ID is case ID. So I just click on save and then activate. That's all. So this will be activated. You cannot run it because this is trigger base. It means some event occurred, then only triggered. You cannot run manually. So with this thing setup, I already, since I'm not saving this one because I already created one of the flow already. Where you can find that flow is, you just go to flow. Maybe I wanted to see flow name. Okay, I created push case event notifications. So this is the flow I created with the same steps what I followed. You can see now when object was case, record is created or updated. So then what I did, I created a case here. If you just click on edit, you can see I created an event as case event. I selected manually and then I given it and I selected the case ID as well. So this is what it's going to be. Once you click on save, because my case already activated, that's why it's showing deactivate. So now this flow is turned becomes to active. So these are the steps that we need to do it from Salesforce side. Next step, what we need to do is from Boomi side, what we need to do is we need to create a process. The process name I given it as receive case event, and I created a startup process. With this, I selected the Salesforce platform events. By default, it only shows listen because we should not select send here. And then once this reason is there, once you click on connection, so this I haven't covered. With this need to be used auth to this we can, if you want I can cover it. Let me know if you have any trouble in connecting auth to setup, or else you can take Google help. So you can set up the connection with auth to connection because the platform events uses auth to connection. And then I created a case. How do I create it? Click on new operation, click on import operation, and there it asks you to select, give this atom name and this one, and then select platform event, and then click on next, and it will ask you to, it will just only show you the platform event type of connections only. You can see only. So I selected case event and just click on next, and then this was created. And you can see this is has the structure of payload is, this is the payload. So now with this information, I did not made much complicated. I just saved it and then I just click on save. I deployed it and you can see the process is deployed now. So as soon as I made any changes, so it's already there. So since I can see it's the event is already there, I can make any of the event. Maybe I can just create a new case here and you can see this thing will be get triggered. So I just select case origin as email and I can just select as a electrical and says, for example, I'll put some number and then I'll say product I mentioned, whatever the product I want, I just select. I'll say something like washing machine installation. Okay, I just keep on click on here and save. As soon as I save, event is gets created and the event is being submitted. And let me receive that event here. Where is it? Okay, I think here is the same stream monitor. Oh, I think it's getting cleared again. I don't know like why. So once you go to Boomi process reporting, you should be able to see new case event. Let's compare the case event that got created over here. So let's see, this is the case event and the case number is this one. Let me go to this, the case ID will be this one. It ends with, now let me take this one. Let me open it here. Sometimes it won't load immediately, Boomi side. Just wait for a second and then search, use the control F, the browser tab and select this is the event has been triggered or not. You can see this event has been triggered. So with this, maybe you can build some use case. You can once as soon as the case gets created, case is received, you can pull all the case details and then probably you can extend this process to create a Jira ticket. So the Jira ticket is internally works with internally and then as soon as Jira ticket is closed, you can come back and update your case status as well. You can build bidirectional flows as well. Because if you want to see the Jira, as soon as Jira status is closed, you have a webhook events. The webhook events, you can create a process and then you can subscribe the webhook events and then you can just create one more process to subscribe the webhook events and then go ahead and update the case or close the case also because the case initially it was like this new, probably you can make it as working or escalated or whatever it is you can, or you want to make it as close also. I don't see an option close, so then you can update this case also. Okay, I think that's the thing I wanted to show you in this video. Thanks for watching this video. In case of any doubts, any issues in setting up these things and running through end to end, let me know in the comments. I'll as soon as I can reply. Thank you.